Hey, as Johnny mentioned the other day, GSP. GSP.
GSP.
GSP, basically, what is GSP? Jono, take the reins.
GSP, it's called the Global Shipping Program. It's a program that eBay's been running for quite a while now. When you sign up for an eBay account, it's not actually switched on. So we'll tell you what it is, and we'll sort of tell you how you can switch it on. And anyone can, by the way. This isn't something that you need to be a certain level or anything to do. The Global Shipping Program allows people to be able to send items abroad, but not have to pay the international postage. So if let's say it's switched on, we're just assuming you've got the Global Shipping Program. Say someone from Spain is looking to buy something and they can't buy it from their own eBay, or sometimes they don't have their own seller's eBay, but they can buy. They'll see that you're selling the item. You then you just have the item, you send it as usual, you pay the normal shipping costs. Say you the normal shipping costs. Obviously for us it's actually free because you're using Prime, so there's no extra cost to us at all. The customer actually pays the international shipping costs to get it shipped from the UK, which it goes to a global shipping centre. So we send it to the global shipping centre. It has a code on it. It's in the address. It's all automated, by the way, so we don't have to...
You won't even know.
You won't even know. It just goes through anyway. If you ever have to do a manual order, which is where you have to manually order it yourself through Salefreaks, through Amazon, then you'll see it'll say like global shipping program, GSP center, won't it? That's it. So it gets sent from their global shipping center, then it gets sent to the customer's country, and then it gets sorted there and goes into their local mail, and it gets sent to them a parcel as if it's like an item they bought in their own country. But that is what the global shipping program is.
Now, I think that sums it up really well. Okay, let's first of all talk about how you actually enable this setting.
Yeah.
So let's say you're in eBay, you've set up your shop, you've set up your store, everything's all ready to go. You want to turn on Global Shipping Program because you will get more sales from having it on.
That's the why.
Yeah.
we GSP is good.
We've noticed as well with expensive items, it's quite
That's
common.
the biggest impact. I remember when I first sort of had a look at what my expensive items, what was selling and where they were going to, and at one stage, genuinely, 50% of my really expensive items. So that was the highest it ever got to, but it would be always baseline at 30, 40 with expensive items. We're going abroad, so it seems like they were buying a lot more expensive items than people in the UK.
So it's obviously a very useful setting to have. We're going to talk about the pros and cons of it as well, actually. But first of all, how do you turn it on? So if you go to your business policies on eBay, you should all have business policies, especially if you definitely will if you've got us as a mentor or coach. But if you don't, then basically you have to type in onto Google just business policies opt-in. It'll be one of the links, and you literally just opt into your business policies. Now to get GSP, you can just go onto your business policies where it's shipping, and you can enable the GSP setting. Yep. And what's also really helpful is that there's an exclusion list. So you can exclude certain countries if, for whatever reason, you do not want to be selling to those sort of countries. Maybe, say, like America or something, because that is a very, very far away and shipping costs are expensive. No, you're not paying for them. However, if they do a return, you may end up paying for the return shipping cost.
Yeah.
And we're going to dive into that with the pros and cons in just a moment. But that is how you turn on the GSP setting.
Well, the GSP, that's how you'd like enable it so it's on your policy. There is it's like a pre-thing you have to opt in on site preferences.
Yes.
There is a bit where you just have to say, yes, I want to do the global shipping. And then when you go into business policies, it gives you that option to just go, yeah, I'm including GSP.
Yes,
Click,
no, you're right.
tick.
That's my bad. Sorry about
that. Yeah,
it's
all right.
So, yes, site preferences first. Yes. Business policies, opt-in.
Yeah.
Skadoosh.
Away you go.
Okay, so let's talk about the pros and cons of GSP. I think we've covered most of the pros already, but Jono, just summarise the pros for me.
So pros of the global GSP is you get increasing sales. I'd say it's generally about 20% in general. That's across all price ranges, and then you get about between a 30 and 50% increase on your expensive items, and you're just getting more exposure in general.
That's a pretty big pro. Any other pros?
No, I'd say that's about it. And you get it's the fact that you can then send items abroad and not spend extra money.
Yes.
I think that's a massive one. Because what I used to do, and I used to sell on eBay a long time ago, this when I was at school, And I used to send the odd item abroad, but then I'd do a set price. But because of where they were, I ended up paying more. So there were items where I'd lose like £5-10. I was like, oh no, I did a set price thinking that would cover all of them. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah,
so then I had that problem. But with the customer paying it, and if they bought your item, they are happy to pay that because the shipping cost is shown to them, and they agree to pay it with eBay. You don't have to see that. You don't see that bit.
You don't see that bit. It's not relevant to yourself, obviously. Okay, so let's talk about the cons of GSP. What are the cons of GSP?
I'd say the main one. Because I do like GSP. I'm an advocate of it. Like, I remember when we first used it, I told other people about it. It did work.
Oh, it was fantastic.
The worst part is when this sometimes happens. If an item arrives with a customer, and because we still have a returns policy, it was 30 days. We've reduced it to 14, but that's after the customer's received it. So they've got 2 weeks because we understand that it might take a week to get to them. Now, if the customer gets it and they believe it's not the same item that's on the picture, item not described, or if the item, this one that we're going to go into more detail, if the item's damaged, then there's a chance that you have to pay for it to come back. Now, if the item's quite big, or if you're from a certain country, then it can be quite a big cost. I do want to say, though, this is one in not many. I find GSP actually return less as well than people...
They
in
do.
the UK, I'd say, percentage-wise.
On the expensive items, generally you barely get any returns.
It is frustrating if it's a large item, though. I had one or two, and it's kind of like I had to pay like 30, 40, 50 quid sort of thing to get it back.
So obviously we've run tests on this, guys, as well. Stores, eBay stores with GSP, eBay stores without GSP, and I must say my return rate is actually down without using GSP, but that's because of the small selling items. Quite often people... they spent, I don't know, $20, $30 and it comes to them, like you say, it might be damaged, might not quite be what they want. And because they've spent the extra money of the postage fee, they want their money back. eBay will refund them of their postage fee as well. So there's an incentive there for them to, if they return the item because it's not quite right, they will get all their money back. Obviously, you're only refunding so much, but it's frustrating.
Yeah.
It is
the
frustrating.
good thing about GSP, where you get like I call it like eBay insurance sort of thing, is if the item doesn't arrive, then eBay covers it, and you still get to keep your profit, and they'll refund the customer. If the item arrives damaged and the packaging is damaged, they also let you keep your profit, and the customer gets a refund. And that's stuff that they won't do for domestic. So stuff that's domestic, the stuff that's local. So anything in the UK, we still have to brunt like the return.
That never happens. With Amazon Prime, I've never.
Yeah, there's never any problems. We get the money back anyway. It's fine. But with the GSP, now there is one thing though about the return costs, and this has helped us. So it's true that cost does happen. However, our VAs, and they actually help with this, because I found out you could actually get your return costs covered by Amazon. And it's not always, but it's about 80% of the time you do. And they actually, you can send your receipt to Amazon, and they actually give you return costs back. So they actually add it onto the add it onto the item. So you can get, most of the time, 80% of the time, I'd say, you get your return costs back with if you get the receipt. As long as you get the receipt and it says it in pounds, they can give you the return costs.
Yes. So that is pretty much GSP summed up, really. There's not really much more to talk about.
But the baseline of GSP, it does increase your sales, and it allows you to be able to sell across the world. And I must admit, when I got my first sales when I was abroad, I was like, oh, I'm selling internationally now. Like, I like that. That was a nice little buzz. I like that. A little
bit of novelty, really, there. But
that's GSP, everyone.
That is, yeah. So hopefully that's helped you guys out. If you've got any questions about it, please do just drop it in the comments below.
Hit that bell notification.
Like, subscribe. I really do appreciate all your guys' support. So please do. And any questions whatsoever, please let us know. And you can reach us on Instagram as well. So.
Yeah, get on the Instagram page. We're posting every day. Cool.
I wonder when we drop this video if we are still posting every day. We better be.
Yeah, we have been for the last day, 24 hours.
It's a good start. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next video.
Nice one.